Hey guys, STTM here. Today we got a way too early 2025 NFL mock draft. So yeah, if you enjoyed, then make sure you like, subscribe, put on notifications, and comment on the video. Commenting lets me think all this gets been recommended. And if you turn on notifications, you will be uploaded about a new STTM video. So yeah, and also I just appreciate it. Now I'm gonna stop with this Japanese and get straight into the video. Bow! Three reasons per each selection. First pick, Carolina Panthers select Abdul Carter, edge out of Penn State. Not many people really mock this guy that high, and I think I might be the first one, but you guys should do it. He's really good. I think he's an amazing pick for Carolina. Panthers need defense, so Carter easily starts in week 1 and 2. He is 6 and 3. He is 6'3", with weighing 249, so he's a beast. Second pick, New England Patriots like Luther Burden, wide receiver, Missouri. He's always had hype, even before the 2024 draft, even before 2024, the class before this one, which just happened. Drake May needs a supporting cast to support himself in this league, so New England definitely likes this pick. And Luther Burden, Demario Douglas, and Jalen Polk is a trio of wide receivers. Third pick, Broncos select Will Johnson, cornerback out of Michigan. I'd pick Hunter, but Denver just needs a CB. They don't really need like a receiver also. So yeah, the two I think is not that needed for them. Will Johnson, Pat Surtain are a duo that QBs and wide receivers and tight ends will fear. And also Will Johnson never had 2 interceptions or less in college. Like he's had at least 3 interceptions in both his seasons so far. So yeah. Fourth pick, Washington Commanders select Travis Hunter, 2A out of Colorado. By 2A, I mean corner and receiver. So yeah, good pick because Washington needs a receiver and a corner. Him and Mike Sanders will be a good duo because I think Sanders will eventually become a starter, and Travis Hunter can also be one. So yeah, it works. Terry McLaurin, Travis Hunter, and Luke McCaffrey make a good trio, and Jahan Dotson will be wide receiver for us. They got a good rebuilding plan like the Colts have, and they could actually be as successful as the Packers, but having the 4 receiver plan going on. Fifth pick, Tennessee Titans select Calvin Banks, offensive tackle at Texas. Tennessee needs tons of O-line help, and it is much easier to get O-line in the first round compared to the other rounds in a draft. Titans are planning for the future, and Calvin Banks will most definitely be a key piece in that future. After this pick, the Titans be set on offensive line, I think. Sixth pick, New York Giants select Tataro and McMillan, wide receiver at Arizona. Giants get a good trio with Malik Neighbors, Tataro and McMillan, and Wendell Robinson. More supporting cast is nice for New York, and it's not just Daniel Jones. It's like the entire offense that's actually kind of bad in New York. And to fix QB, they could just get Drew Aller or Jalen Milroe in the early second round. So yeah, seventh pick, Vegas Raiders select James Pierce Jr. edge at Tennessee. They would have 2 JPJs, James Pierce Jr. on defense and Jackson Powers Johnson on offense. Raiders need defensive help and eventually become a playoff contending team with the right selections. He'll work with Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins, and they could teach him stuff important because those two are actually quite good players. So yeah, Antonio Pierce is trying to change his team, and James Pierce Jr. is certainly a good pick for this mission. Eighth pick, Arizona Cardinals select Mason Graham, defensive tackle at Michigan. Cardinals need a defensive tackle. Mason Graham fills that need. Graham easily outshines Bilal Nicholas and Justin Jones, and I think he could be pretty impactful in week 1. So yeah. Ninth pick, Vikings select Deion Walker, defensive tackle out of Kentucky. Walker helps Minnesota's defensive tackle needs. They can move Harrison Phillips to edge with Walker at DT. And they got a young defense plan for the future with Deion Walker, Dallas Turner, hopefully Kyrie Jackson, and Ivan Pace Jr. 10th pick, New Orleans Saints will select Malachi Starks, safety out of Georgia. Saints need a safety now that Marcus May is gone. Starks is another defensive impact piece that New Orleans can use. He could also be mentored by Tyrann Mathieu. 11th pick, Seattle Seahawks select Carson Beck, quarterback out of Georgia. Finally, a QB. He will be mentored by Geno Smith for a couple of seasons, and then once Geno Smith is gone, he'll have DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and JSN to throw to. And Noah Fant too. I forgot about that. He certainly can beat Sam Howell once Geno is done, so I like the pick. And also 12th pick, Indianapolis Colts select Michael Williams, defensive tackle at Georgia. Indy needs a DT. Grover Stewart is bad enough that Raekwon Davis took his job. And, Michael Williams and DeForest Buckner could be a good duo there. And they also got Kwity Paye. 13th pick, Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Benjamin Morrison, corner out of Notre Dame. Him and Jamel Dean works well together. Antoine Winfield, Jamel Dean, Jordan Whitehead, and Benjamin Morrison completes a secondary that could be quite good. Also, too, I just don't believe Zion McCollum is a long-term starter 14th pick, Pittsburgh Steelers select Nick Scorton, edge out of Texas A&M. I think he could be better than Larry Ogunjobi since Ogunjobi hasn't been that good in a while. Scorton can be mentored by Cam Hayward, and he can also learn from TJ Watt and Patrick Queen, so he understands how to be good in the league. 15th pick, Los Angeles Chargers select JT Tuimoloau, defensive tackle, Ohio State. Chargers need defensive line help. Tuimoloau will definitely be better than Morgan Fox or Poona Ford, and he could also be a good player in Jim Harbaugh's game plan. Just feels kind of weird seeing Jim Harbaugh coach an Ohio State player after he's been coaching in Michigan for some years. 16th pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Will Campbell, offensive tackle out of LSU. Jacksonville definitely needs a better left tackle than Cam Robinson, in my opinion. Fully complete O-line will help Trevor Lawrence and also give Trevor Lawrence more throwing time, which sounds kind of interesting to see Trevor with more of that opportunity and more time to decide who he wants to throw to out of Christian Kirk, Gabe Davis, and Brian Thomas Jr. 17th pick, this is honestly a no-brainer. Cleveland Browns select Shedeur Sanders, quarterback out of Colorado. This is that Cleveland needs a QB. They got the defense figured out and the O-line is elite, but this team has the final piece with the quarterback. Also, too, Shedeur Sanders is just amazing in general. I expect him to do well with Cleveland. He got Jerry Jeudy and Amari Cooper for year one, and David Njoku too. And two, if he just doesn't feel like throwing, my boy Nicholas Chubb is right there. 18th pick, Rams select Quinn Ewers, quarterback out of Texas. Stafford will mentor Ewers since Stafford doesn't have much years left and is future Hall of Famer in my opinion. Quinn Ewers will be good once starts having when he gets to start having Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and other helpful offensive line pieces like Steve Avila on offensive line. There's also Tyler Higbee you could throw to. We could have gone O-line with the Rams, but they need to prepare for when Stafford retires, I feel like. 19th pick, NY Jets select Harold Perkins, linebacker at LSU. Perkins is better than Jamie and Sherwood. Harold Perkins can easily fit in an amazing defense, and CJ Mosley can mentor him to learn about how to be successful in this league. 20th pick, Chicago Bears select Patrick Payton, edge out of Florida State. He learned from Montez Sweat. He's definitely a better choice than DeMarcus Walker, in my opinion. And he can impact in week one. 21st pick, Atlanta Falcons select Jack Sawyer, edge out of Ohio State. Should have filled this need in 2024. Terrible front office and Michael Penix. Gets mentorship from David Onyemata, which I like, and Raheem Morris is defensive minded, so Sawyer I think could be quite successful in the ATL. 22nd pick, the Miami Dolphins will select Walter Nolan, defensive tackle at Ole Miss. Miami needs help on defense, so this is a great pick. They have so many good defensive pieces like Jordan Brooks, Bradley Chubb, and Jalen Phillips, so why not add Walter Nolan to that group? This team's also set to be in the playoffs. Is set to be in the playoffs for a lot of seasons, and Nolan can help you get there, I feel like. I think he's quite talented. 23rd pick, Green Bay Packers select Denzel Burke, cornerback out of Ohio State. Packers need another corner to play with Jair Alexander, and Jair Alexander can teach him as well, now that Rasul Douglas got traded to Buffalo a while back. He's supposed to be fast and explosive as a corner, according to Pro Football Network's draft profile on him. And two, he's explosive, but he will be excited to watch for Green Bay. 24th pick, Houston Texans select Tyleik Williams, defensive tackle out of Ohio State. He is a good defensive tackle and will eventually start in the future. For a few seasons, Tyleik Williams learned behind Danico Autry, and also learn behind Danico Autry is good because Danico Autry has experience, and he could share his experience with Tyleik Williams. 25th pick, Philadelphia Eagles select Tacario Davis, cornerback out of Arizona. He will learn behind Darius Slay until Slay retires or leaves Philadelphia. He will be like most Eagles defensive players because he'll learn behind a veteran with much experience, and Slay's success can carry on to Tacario Davis with the mentorship. 26th pick, Cowboys have bad luck in the late first round, by the way. Dallas Cowboys select Quinshon Judkins, running back, Ohio State. Judkins is really good. They need an actual RB1 instead of Ezekiel Elliott, which I think Quinshon Judkins could be. Quinshon Judkins was insane at Ole Miss, and if he's insane at Ohio State, maybe a team like the Cowboys could look at him. 27th pick, Buffalo Bills select Ernest Green, interior offensive line out of Georgia. Buffalo needs O-line help, so I like this pick for them. Ernest Green would be better than David Edwards as left guard. Also, too, the O-line would get much better after this pick, I feel like, for Buffalo. 28th pick, Cincinnati Bengals select Colston Loveland, tight end of Michigan. Bengals keep getting worse and worse, but Colston Loveland could actually start right away in this team, and Bengals need a tight end because Mike Gesicki really isn't as good as how he's been before. He's probably not going to return to that form of Mike Gesicki. So, yeah, if they're trying to win, then they need players who can start right away, and Loveland, I feel like, could be that dude. And also, Burrow gets better with another weapon, so that's good for them. 29th pick, Detroit Lions select Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver out of Ohio State. Lions need another receiver. Another weapon for Goff means the offense gets better. Like, I'm not a big fan. I don't really think Khalif, after Josh Reynolds left, is what I should say. I did not like that play. I like this pick for Detroit because Emeka Egbuka is a fun player and will show that he is good with more opportunities at Ohio State this collegiate season. 30th pick, the Baltimore Ravens select Landon Jackson, defensive tackle out of Arkansas. Baltimore needs someone other than Michael Pierce starting at defensive tackle, I think. Landon Jackson can learn from Madubuike and Roquan Smith, I think. Also, Landon Jackson on NFLDraftBuzz.com is 87 out of 100, meaning to be quite good. 31st pick, San Francisco 49ers select Emory Jones, offensive tackle at LSU. Niners definitely need O-line. Like, they didn't address that somehow, for some reason. Emory Jones can learn from Trent Williams, and I think he can impact week 1. I mean, he'll get the job either way since 49ers O-line is terrible. And the last pick we have for this mock, 32nd pick, the Kansas City Chiefs select Ashton Galote, edge out of Louisville. They need an edge, I feel like. They need that guy. I don't think Mike Dana's Galote, like what I said, he'll be better than Mike. He'll be better than Mike Dana. And he has Chris Jones to learn from, and Nick Bolton and George Karlaftis. So, yeah. That is STTM's way too early 2025 mock draft. If I butchered the names, I am sorry if I said them like incorrect and stuff. So, yeah. Now, STTM is out. See y'all next time. Road to 57.